Hello there. Happy New Year. I'm here live from my iron farm. There's a glass wall so I can see into it, but I want to be able to see from up here too. So please, allow me to sift through over 14 hours of gameplay and tell you about the time I facilitated Schadenfreude. It starts with some classic deforestation, using my Fortune 3 hoe to get more saplings. Between Haste 2 and Efficiency 5, it overall went quickly, and not even a whole hour. The second segment, I'd like to first sum up by pointing out, it only took me 35 minutes to get 13 skulls from scratch. Yeah, I'm back in the end. I should just make a wither skull farm. Anyway, about 2 minutes in I get skull 1. Skulls 2 and 3 occur starting at 3:45 in. About 4:50 in is when I get skulls 4 and 5. At 5.5 minutes I get skull 6. Skull 7 comes in at 5:56 while skull 8 drops 1 minute later. Things slow down as I don't get skull 9 until about 17 minutes after the 8th at 23.5 minutes in. Skull 10 at 25:26, skull 11 at 29:10, and with only a minute of gameplay to show, here's skulls 12 and 13. Whew. Oh, that's it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, I got it. Okay, good. Yeah, that's it. What? 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 What just... What? Yeah, I have no idea how that happened. Anyway, I cheated out the withers and turned them into beacons. I decided I wanted to do a raid, so I made the beacon there bigger and added extra buffs. Thanks to making compasses, getting to the raid tower and back was easy, and frankly, the raid was pretty easy too, if not imposing. Since I have so many extra beacons, it's time for me to extend my home beacon out and add more. How's my copper doing? I went back to the inn to get 6 more skulls, and there. 6 skulls. Cheating wither, beacons. Hey, Phil. Back to the forest, I start by bringing the ground level. Next, I have to dig out the entire ground. Now I can add the floor in proper to set up the forest. The new forest will be planted in an 8x8 formation. In total, I'll have a stack of mega trees. Here, I'm putting the lamps in already, which is silly because I later go back and have to break them. Then I can force the tree to grow and replace the lantern. But I can't stop there, so next up is the wheat farm, starting with, of course, clearing the dirt out. As with the rest of the floor, I freehand amethyst patterns and then put in the stone brick and stone slabs around them. Finally, I can add in the lanterns on top of fence posts. I also want my jungle trees to be shown off, so a more concise 8x8 plot of land will serve to house said trees. A couple normal trees, a mega tree, bamboo, bamboo boat, and a light. Actually, a light like this. And there we go, a cute little jungle decoration. This wheat farm is looking a little too neutered, so I wanted to add in a flavor of wheat and fence. I guess I forgot to mention this temporary storage station, which I ended up turning a more permanent fixture. I'm terrified to know how long this will be, because we're only just now starting the staircase. My life is a mess. First, I had to determine to what height I would build to. I want to be able to comfortably see the top of the iron farm. Landing on Y99, I next had to figure out whether I wanted a slab staircase or a stairs staircase. Ultimately, I landed on stairs, and began the initial descent. Oh, that should say ascent, I'm an idiot. I also wanted a beacon over here, I decided. So I stopped to build that, and put the floor around it. Back to the stairs, once they connected, I made a starting floor to stand on, and then finished the rest of the staircase, a little black stone slab covering. Now it needs a frame. Figuring I have so much spruce logs, I start by making the frame of the frame using a proxy stone slab floor for a basis. The ultimate design I landed on was 1 layer of logs, 1 layer of planks, 2 layers of mixed deep slate, and 1 oxidized copper block. All that was left to do was copy this all over. I swear that felt like it took forever. But I have a lot more jumping to do. At first, placing the support pillars was tricky, but I got better, I promise. The floor will be in 2 layers to avoid the classic floaty Minecraft look. I don't want just a floating flat structure. The first layer will be brick and bottom wood slabs. This will help the underhang look better. I'm aiming to have support beams all across. I don't want to get too close to this farm, so this is where I'm cutting off the platform. Mind you, the platform that will only exist because I want to comfortably watch my golems spawning in and being washed away to their lava-y deaths. Looking pretty good with all the support beams done, so now I could layer a line of bricks on top of them and then fill it in with the bottom wood slabs. Oh yeah, that's a good underhang. Considering this is an awful lot of wood, I know I'll want a bunch of lightning rods all over. As with the rest of the flooring around here, the amethyst comes first, including up top, even in the rain, followed by a healthy dose of mixed stone and stone brick slabs. Up top, around the beacon lights, I want to decorate it a bit so it gets a little brick wall and lanterns. Having a false bottom made placing the slabs so much easier. With lanterns above each post, I put a protective wall around the top to cap it off. Most importantly, I can see my iron golems just fine, as they're helplessly washed away. In case you're wondering, the interior is just spruce planks with lanterns up near the copper blocks. The wall here on this side will have a layer of wood planks, a layer of mixed deep slate, and later glass. The smaller ones will attempt to mimic the staircase, but with 3 woods, 3 deep slates, and 1 copper. And by this time, I'm down to disgusting orange copper, but they'll oxidize in time. Now it's time to add that glass I mentioned. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Now all I had to do was connect it all together. After all, the whole point is to bridge my iron farm to the rest of my base. I started with slabs at first, but then dipped down steeper with matching stairs. I'm honestly just going to leave the iron farm area in the condition that it's in now. Very functional. Naturally, this means I have to update the maps, which I've been doing periodically and just not talking about. That is one good-looking wall map. It might look a little odd and feel very pointless, but this is just such a great view. It doesn't punish the player for not having elytra to access, and isn't just floating there like a goof. And that's that. My base is basically done and integrated. Now any additional farms or structures can follow this design. But that's where this Minecraft vlog comes to a close. If you've stuck around this long, I thank you so very much for watching, and, as platonically as possible, I love you.
Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming, in the which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, Cover us. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry?